Hey guys, Topedia here with the gaming unit, and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play Minecraft version 1.0.0. So, in the last episode I went mining because I needed a bunch of stuff, and I think I've pretty much succeeded with that. I've got some iron, a bunch of copper, some tungsten ore. I might just turn that off, sorry. I was playing in my test world to see I needed to test out some Red Power 2 stuff, and yeah. Oh shit. Stupid sheep, get the hell out of me. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I had it on. It's not like I'm cheating or anything, in case you thought. Anyways, got some tungsten ore, some tin, some silver, some more copper, some ruby, uranium, coal, and most important of all, the redstone that we're gonna need. Alright, so let's see if we have any bars. We got some tin ingots and some iron ingots, and we should be able to build that generator. Need some. Don't have any. Yeah, I got some copper ingots as well. Do I have any rubber on me? Just gonna put that in here. I don't have any rubber. Got there. Just gonna put all this ore stuff into my chest. All right. So the first item we need to build is copper cables. Insulated copper cables, to be exact. It is crafted like this, with 3 pieces of rubber on top, 3 pieces of copper bar ingots, and 3 pieces of rubber on the bottom, and we get 6 pieces of copper cable. So this copper cable we're gonna need to put with 4 pieces of tin on the sides and 2 pieces of redstone in the middle, and we get this RE battery, which is the rechargeable battery from Industrialcraft 2. And we're just gonna need to cook up 8 pieces of iron. And when you cook iron and you have Industrialcraft 2 installed, you're gonna get something called refined iron. And we're gonna need 8 pieces of refined iron in order to create what's called a machine block, which is needed for us to create this generator. Let me just put down all these, so I don't need that unnecessary things. String, dirt, more cobble. And I'm gonna need this furnace that I crafted in the last episode. I believe it was the last episode. And while it's cooking up, we might as well just remove some of the sand. And lay down some copper cables for future use. And look, it's done. Alright, so we take this refined iron and put it in the same pattern as when we make a furnace, and we get a machine block. So now, to create this generator, we're gonna place our rechargeable battery on top of a machine block and a furnace on the bottom, and we get the generator block. So let's just put it down right here, and as you can see, it's the generator, and it has this interface where you can put fuel down here. You can have a battery or something else that can suck power, energy crystals and stuff like that, which we'll be getting into further along, at least later. I know. And this is the energy meter of how much energy it has. When it's full, it's 100%, I believe. It can store about, it's not that much. I think it's for 40,000 or something like that. So yes, that's our first machine. Congratulations, guys. We are officially started with Industrialcraft. So I'm gonna need to build another machine block in order to create a macerator, and for the macerator I'm also gonna need 3 pieces of flint. And if I can remember this recipe, it's 3 pieces of, how is it that it is? We'll figure it out, won't we? I believe we need some cobblestone as well. So yeah, let's talk about cables for a bit while it's cooking up. So in order to move energy from one place to another, you're gonna need cables. At least if it's more than 1 block, because some machines can work with just standing right next to the generator, but we are just gonna do like this, and so that we can have a whole row of machines. Copper cables are the lowest tier of cables, and no, sorry, that's not the low. The lowest tier is tin cables, which is used for low voltage, because it has much less energy loss than the copper cables. But of course, it can only transmit really low voltage, so it's not ideal for using with the machines that output a lot of voltage, because the cable will melt down. And yeah. After that, I believe it's gold cables. It's tin, copper, gold, iron, and diamond glass fiber cables at last. Where the glass fiber cables are crafted with a bunch of items, including diamond and redstone, but they're also the best. They have the lowest energy loss and can be used for any current at all. So we're gonna use that later on when we get the materials. So we're gonna need another machine block. We're gonna place it in the middle like that. Some flint on the side, top, some cobblestone. Maybe it's let me just figure out this recipe and I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I might as well say that this is not gonna work because we're gonna need one more item that I forgot all about. So first of all, we're gonna need some more copper cable, because this recipe takes 6 of them and we have none. And then we're gonna need one more piece of refined iron. So let's just wait for that to cook up. But the item that we're gonna need is the advanced circuit. Sorry, not the advanced circuit, just the circuit. I believe it's just circuit. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're gonna place, sorry, not that one, an iron ingot in the middle, 2 redstone on the side, and fill in the rest with copper cable, and we get this electronic circuit. That's the name. Sorry about that. This is going to be placed on the bottom with a machine block, 3 flint on the top, and 2 cobblestone on the side, and we get this, the macerator, as I was talking about in a older episode, I believe. As you can see here, this is the usual interface for the macerator, because the texture pack that I'm using doesn't have the GUI for the macerator yet, which is kind of sad, but we're gonna have to live with that. Anyways, I'm just gonna let you see what this macerator does. I'm gonna take, maybe it's too much actually. I'm gonna take the iron, because we're gonna need iron. I'm gonna put the iron in the top slot. Down here in the bottom slot, we can put like an energy source, like a battery or energy crystal or labotron crystal, anything, yeah, that's basically those. Or when we have this cable going down on the bottom from our generator, when we power this generator, as you can see, the macerator starts working. And what the macerator does is it takes our ore and macerates it into dust, giving 2 dust per ore. And we can then take these 2 pieces of dust and we can cook them in our furnace, and that'll give us 2 bars of iron. So the macerator actually helps you double up anything that you mine of ores, of course. It's not gonna work with gems and stuff like that, but still pretty neat, I think. It's gonna help us a lot with, because it's gonna do so we don't have to mine just as much. As you can see here, 2 pieces of iron ingots. We're not gonna have to mine as much as we would have if we didn't have this macerator. So that is pretty sweet. I think I'm just gonna go out and use the rest of this tree tap while my iron ingots, sorry, my iron ores are being macerated. So that was our first 2 machines, and there it goes. That was our first 2 machines, and I gotta say, I am pretty glad that it happened so quick. We only had to get to episode 4 in order to, well, actually we had to go get to episode 5, but because there was an episode lost. But still, we still didn't use as much time as I thought. And this macerator, we're really gonna need. We're really gonna use that a lot, so that is great. And yeah, so to be honest, I think I might as well start working on the second machine that we're gonna use, if I can remember that recipe as well. We're gonna need a furnace, and then we're gonna need an iron furnace, which is crafted like this, and then we're gonna need to upgrade this iron furnace. I can't completely remember how, so I'll just go find out how, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I just found out that we are gonna need 1 more electric circuit, so I'm just gonna build that. And I actually have enough materials, to build this electric furnace that we're gonna use, which is, it's basically the normal furnace, but it's just working a lot faster, and it runs on energy, so that we no longer have to waste coal on both burning up stuff and making electricity. So this is the recipe for the electric furnace. It's an iron furnace with an electronic circuit on top and 2 redstone on the sides. So we're just gonna withdraw that coal, and I'm gonna place my electronic furnace right about there. As you can see, this lightning is fully yellow, which means, and here it's fully red, which means that it is ready. It got enough power to run. I'm just gonna take our iron dust. As you can see, this is starting to go down slightly because there's enough energy, but it's just about it. Anyways, as you can see, it cooks our items a lot faster than the ordinary furnace. So I'm just gonna turn down my sound a little bit. Sorry about that. Sometimes the machines doesn't really recognize the sound volume, and they just feel like being annoyingly loud. So 3 machines in 1 episode. That's pretty neat. Anyways, in the next episode, I'm not quite sure what I'm. Oh, running out of coal? No. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do there, but I can promise you one thing: it's gonna be awesome. So, thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave any comment below, any feedback. It would be great. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.